Okay, let's pay. I forgot to turn on the camera, so that is maple yellow. So that's the first layer. I just use maple yellow directly. So the handle, I don't think I can do the handle. I did do the sketch first as usual because I want to get right to the painting when I start the live stream, so people won't get so bored because it's so boring to do the sketch from the get-go. And for these, I think I can do that. So very light. The value have some variation. Make sure to show that. Always change color. So right now I try to do the value because this painting is so small. I don't need to do a sweeping wash. I may do a bigger painting later, but for the live stream, I try to get a result like right away, so people can stick around. Last live stream only have 2 people watch. That is bummer, but I still appreciate those 2 people who watch my live stream. Here, there's some color. And put this is like illustration because the painting is so tiny. I feel like I'm doing illustration instead of like a really masterpiece. Nothing is masterpiece for me. Everything is like practice. Even I do commission, I still feel like it's a learning process. Commission is so stressful. For one thing, I'm so glad I get the commission. The other thing is, it stressed me out. Maybe that is the price you have to pay when you be an artist, right? Okay. Right now it's so bad, and the value right now is not showing. Okay, now it's show. I just want to show some value valuation so the painting won't be so flat. You want your painting to stand out, especially those details. Most time when this painting is that tiny, most time you are fixing your drawing instead of the painting. Painting is all about how to fix the value and the color match. But I should realize the smaller the painting, the more drawing intel for your painting process. The bigger painting, the more painting process intel. Hope that makes sense. Right now, I'll use better math technique. Yeah. Yeah, right now it's all about how to nail the drawing first, that shadow of the handle. Okay. I think I need to use a smaller brush. Hold on. This is like number one brush. Oh no. I think I need to use burn umber because it's rusty. So And this is partial blue. It's really strong partial blue, so be mindful to use that. Like immediately I try to nail the color and the value both, which is not good. That's not the process normally I take, but because the painting is so tiny, it allows me to do that. Because you can omit so much detail for the smaller painting, and then you can look at the big picture immediately due to the small size. Like you don't need to scream to see the big shade and the value because the size of the painting. And this one, I think I need to add. This is cobalt blue, so it's just a sweeping wash. I need a base color. This, and then I can use burnt sienna and burnt umber both. This is so dark. I can now the darkest dark in the last layer. Right now it's all about how to build the texture. Texture is so hard for watercolor, but try to take advantage of the velvet. And watercolor can do some work for you, but not all. You still have to know what you are supposed to do. And this is like darkest dark. Right now, I try to nail it. This is so now I try to the all can drive me nuts. Because I start a fresh one and it's not dry out. It's driving me nuts. Use a tabletop underneath your painting. It's so handy. You can just dry a brush like that without use the sponge. Does it look rusty? A little bit, right? Let's do the ring of the lip. It's very dark, so I have to combine sepia and partial blue to get the darkest dark. That's still drawing. I try to nail the drawing right now. That happened again and again. How to avoid? Okay, I don't need that. It's all about the detail right now, which is not what I want to do for light painting. I want to paint instead of like draw. That's why when I start a live stream, I start the sketch. But still, right now, I still have to fix my drawing. That's no good at all. No good. So. And what color is that? I can make it all the cobalt turquoise, just to simplify that. I don't need to make it so complicated. It's only complicated now. For me, it's complicated, also for you. Okay. Okay. They're so tiny. Okay. So let's see. And I need to wear this part because I should put another value on this yellow pop. I think it only have like 3 to 4 layers, which is good because I don't want to complicate it. Okay, we can do yellow ochre. Finally, I use yellow ochre. Oh my goodness, it's so gross, the yellow ochre right now. Not like the color itself, it's the texture of the yellow ochre. Because the painting is small, so acrylic brush stroke matter a lot. It drives me a little bit nuts. It's so unforgiving. I guess for the next painting, I try to do a bigger one. You think small one is easier, but it's not. It's not small one. Small one can drive you nuts. The pink color is like Olympic red and Olympic burnt sienna. I use magenta as red color. Just use a bigger brush, but I'm too lazy to change the brush. As you can see, because it's too tiny. Because I know deep down, I'm going to use a smaller brush. So I don't want to bother to change my brush. And the ring is so dark. I use sepia and partial blue. Those are all the shadow. And try to blend gradually. So that is darkest dark. I can make it so dark. Okay. Does it look like something? Looks okay. Okay, right now I try to use cobalt blue, a little bit yellow, I guess. I want a bit green tint, but not too green, just a little bit green. What I'm doing is I need to do this one the little, or the big spoon. Is that how you call it? Little? I guess. How come the color does not stick to the paper? Sometimes your paper can decide how your painting turn out. The paper is very important for watercolor. For oil and acrylic, it's not important because they are so opaque. So you can paint on so many surface, even wood surface or rough surface. Watercolor is just all about how delicate or out of control is. And then the ring, let's do the ring again. Yes, I have to always fix my drawing, which is not good. But I try not to do that much because I feel like it's boring. See? That's boring for me. I don't have drawing here, so I just go blind. Hopefully that look like a handle. Okay, that's pure the rusty. I think I need to wet the surface first because I need to blend. I want to do wet on wet technique, but it's so dry I can't do anything. Now that's what I want. Oh, that's so strong. Do I need to finish the ring? I don't think so. Sometimes you leave it as it is, just to suggest, then that's good enough for the audience to figure out what it is. As long as the audience know what is going on, you don't need to define everything. Again, how to simplify the painting of photo reference is harder than painting itself, especially when you do a portrait. The facial expression or wrinkle, all is so subtle. It's all about how to see the big shade from all the subtle change. The moment you get stuck into the detail, it's not fun anymore. But detail is fun, can be fun after you nail the big shade and the value. They are the icing on the cake. It can be fun, but you need to do that in the last minute. Okay, that looks good, right? I guess. What is this color? I think I'm gonna make purple because I love magenta. And then a big ultramarine blue. That looks like pen, right? Oh, okay. try to build more texture. I don't think I need to because I think it's too detailed. I mean, who pay attention to that? Unfortunately, I pay attention to that, so I can let go. And what is this color? Again, oh my god, I have to fix my drawing. The pencil mark is too freaking strong, I have to cover it. Sometimes I push the pencil mark, but this yellow part, the value is so light. I don't want the pencil mark to steal the thunder, if that makes sense. So I have to cover it to make the painting make sense. And this is okay. I think that's good enough. You know what it is, right? I think I know what it is. It's the little has hole to figure out the water, I guess. I bet you know what it is. I don't know what you call in English. Still ladle, I guess. And in the line area is so subtle. I can only suggest a little bit. Okay. It looks okay, right? Do I need to make it more detailed? I think that's good enough. I don't know. The rusty. Yeah, that's it. I need to leave it or I kill it. I can kill it easily if I put more color or value. I need a little bit more value for this. And I can let go for this. I have to make it more three-dimensionality. How? Okay. Better? I think it's better. Right, I think it's better. What else can I do for this one? I think that's it. Okay, let's move on to a portrait. This is a portrait I want to do. So I think sketch. I can't show the face because it's for the private reason. This portrait, let's see. As I say, in portrait, there's so many colors in the skin tone actually. The way to mix skin tone, the simple way is yellow ochre and burnt sienna and red. You can mix a wide variety of skin tone color. If the value is dark, you can add a bit blue. Prefer ultramarine blue, not partial blue. Partial blue is too strong. But you don't need to match the exact color as long as the value is right. The portrait will make sense. We don't do realism, so let's do first layer. I don't even know what color I mix. I use midnight brown and burnt umber, burnt sienna, and a little bit magenta. Let's do the whole thing this color, because why not? Because there's no white color like the paper white, so I may just do that and see. And for the hair, I'm going to just use a black color like Asian. I don't want to complicate, because for portrait is already complicated enough. It's just sketch. It's my sketchbook practice. It's not commission, so I can do whatever I want, right? To make it fun. Okay. That's base color for a portrait. I know it looks bad because it's so flat. And I can do the hair color. I use sepia and partial blue. I know partial blue is so strong, but the hair is so dark. It's like black. I might just use a strong color. The hair is very important for a portrait. It can really define how people look dramatically. The hair color not so quite. I mean, you can still recognize your mom even though she dyed her hair like different color. That's the same goes to that's why value is very important. The chroma or the color itself is not that key. I mean, unless your client asks you to do a really like realism, at that sense I will not take a commission, because I want my own interpretation, not a photo. If you want a photo look like a photo, you can just take a photo. Why not use artist to pay, right? Okay. Let me think about the strategy. Because eye color and the glass is all black, I'm going to use the ink pen because they're permanent. I don't want them to bleed out when I do the skin tone later, but I want to do that right now so the portrait will look better. Instead of wait, you can either wait until last minute. Oh my god, that's number one. How come it's so thick? That's not number one at all for me. Hold on. Now that looks like number one. Oh, it's not number one. It's like, yeah, it's 01. I guess it's number one. This is a hair color. Oh my god, that's weird. Because the glasses will distort. I think that's it. Okay, the eye. I just want to simplify the painting. If I see black, I do black. I try not to care about the temperature, which I supposed to, I guess. But as I say, it's my sketchbook practice, so I want to play. Oh my god. Again, I have to do the drawing, which I hate. I want to get right into the painting, but line will never turn out the way we want, right? So we have to put up with that a little bit to get to the stage we want. Okay, that is the hair. I don't think the hair color is dark enough, so let's see. What is my thickest color? Oh my goodness. Okay, it's here. Last pen. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want. Go dark. I mean, why not? And then the hair, I'm make it dark. I can use acrylic marker. So once this dry acrylic marker or ink, they won't get reactivated by the water, which is good because I want them to be there permanently. I don't want them to bleed out as I paint. In watercolor process, this should be the last layer, but I'm doing a mixed media, so I just pray. Okay. I mean, there's some detail, the hair detail, I can fix it later with my smaller brush. Okay. Okay, let's nail the value of the skin tone. Okay, skin tone, first of all, I see red. I do red. I should define the lip first, but that's another drawing how to fix. Does it look slightly better? Okay, I need to add a little bit when I brown to darken the color, because this value is dark, because the face is like a ball shade, so there's some organic shade or organic highlight you just cannot anticipate. What is that? I guess I can do that. I don't know, so many of the color or value. It's not dry, so I should let it dry before I do that, but well, it's what it is. And the lip, so I use magenta, and it has a little bit sienna, burnt sienna, so let's see. That is so important. I don't think it's important in portrait. It's so unforgiving. I don't enjoy portrait. I want to do pet portrait. That's why I do dog or cat. Even though their fur, their hair drive me nuts, but they're way more forgiving than people portray. Some client never happy. Like when I do people portray, I get so nervous. So I get tied up. Okay. I get tied up for the likeness because they want likeness, but sometimes when you interpret your style into a portrait, the likeness is not that important because we want to play the value, like right now the value, because it's so subtle. So this is the year. I forgot. Sorry, year. And I need to do another value, almost the darkest star of the skin tone. I don't think I want to blend, I just want to show. There's another value, and the eye. Eyebrow, oh my god. I forgot eyebrow, I said, why so weird? I forgot eyebrow. Another thing I have to draw, which is fine. That is too strong. I don't want people to see that shade. So I can fix it. I have to fix the eyebrow. Let's do eyebrow. The eyebrow it's not that dark, but I want to make dark. I don't care because this is so subtle. I don't think people care. I want to look good. I don't want to look like him. I want to just look good on my sketchbook. That's the goal. So write up your goal. Ooh, that looks bad. But well, so have fun. By the way, this one is a surprise portrait for my Instagram follower. So he has no idea I'm drawing him, but it doesn't look like him at all, so I'm not too worried about the privacy because I don't think he can recognize it's him. You know, stop it, you know, okay. Let's do something like that, so I don't need to deal with the yellow, okay. Right. I feel like I need to do a glazing of the red core. I keep mixing red so much. What is that? Oh my god. Okay, I have to fix it. That's not supposed to happen. So subtle. Sometimes I fix something, another thing appear. Yeah. So much texture for the face. Wow. So much texture. I think need to let it dry before I work on it. Otherwise, I can't do the detail. Is that okay? In the past, I would hate those water bloom or watermark, but then I try to appreciate them because that's signify that's watercolor. That's why I don't really care to get rid of them. What else should I fix? Did I make all the drawing correctly? Okay. So much texture here. Oh my god. Should I smooth out? I don't think I need to. Yeah. That's it. I think I'm done. I know it's not perfect, but what is perfect? Right? What is perfect?